Smiley Morning Show, the most funny in the morning. It's the Rickey Smiley Morning Show.
Just another day that the Lord has made. Let us rejoice and be glad in it. Ladies and gentlemen, the senior pastor of Friendship West Missionary Baptist Church, Dallas, Texas, Pastor Frederick Douglas Haynes. Pastor Haynes, good morning.
Hey, good morning, Rickey Smiley and the Rickey Smiley Morning Show family. Love y'all, praying for you, and I praise God for you. Listen, Rick, today's song, I go with the song that lets us know for the rest of my life, I'm going to serve God. Listen, I think that's a good resolution to make as we look at all that is going on in this world. It dawned on me that service, and this is not original with me, I think Muhammad Ali said it, service is the rent we pay to occupy space on this thing called earth. Listen, it's all about the service. It's all about serving, doing for other people in a spirit of love and excellence, doing for people who can never pay you back. Why? Because God has blessed you in your life with people who have done for you what you can never pay back. And so what do we have a responsibility to do? We can't pay them back, so we pay it forward. And when we pay it forward, it means that we simply are serving. We're writing our signature on the future. We're making the world better for those who are coming behind us. Y'all, in this craziness that we find ourselves in, don't succumb to the craziness. Engage in service. Make sure that you do your part to make a difference in this world and serve, especially those who can never pay you back, because that is what life is all about. As a matter of fact, this Holy Week, we think about a Savior who came not to be served, but to serve and to give his life as a ransom for many. What was he doing? He was paying it forward. We can't pay him back, but we can pay it forward by the service that we render. Y'all have a blessed day and try to touch somebody's life with your service and with your love.
There it is, Pastor Haynes, man, the senior pastor of Friendship West Missionary Baptist Church. Let's get into this music. Love you, Pastor Haynes.
Yes, sir. Love you, Ricky. Have a great one.
Yes, sir. You too. Let's go.
News headlines,
entertainment, sports. It's the front page on the Rickey Smiley Morning Show.
All right, y'all, 12 minutes after the hour, y'all got your front page right here. Alfreda's, good morning.
Good morning, Ricky. It's Thursday, April 17th. Here's what's going on in the news. The U.S. Department of Justice is suing Maine over its refusal to ban transgender athletes from women's sports. The lawsuit comes after a public standoff between Trump and Governor Janet Mills.
So you better comply, because otherwise you're not getting any federal funding.
See you in court.
Every state, good, I'll see you in court. I look forward to that. That should be a real easy one.
This follows a recent ruling pausing USDA funding cuts for Maine. The U.S.-China trade war just leveled up again. Trump is blocking NVIDIA and AMD from selling advanced AI chips to China. AMD stands to lose hundreds of millions of dollars, and NVIDIA is bracing for a $5 billion loss, while Wall Street took a hit across the board yesterday. Even Trump's bestie Elon Musk is caught up in this. The tariffs on Chinese parts are delaying Tesla's Cyber and semi-trucks. Plus, in China, Tesla had to pause new Model S and X orders after Beijing raised tariffs on U.S. goods. We're about to pay a lot more for Shein and Temu stuff, y'all. New studies revealed children's mattresses could be leaking harmful chemicals, including phthalates and flame retardants, which negatively impact the brain and nervous system. Experts recommend frequently changing sheets and avoiding brightly colored ones to reduce exposure. For information on these stories and more, visit RickySmileyMorningShow.com. Now, here's a look at sports.
Rock T, the sports genius, is in the building.
What up there, ladies and gentlemen? Yes, indeed. Believe it or not, y'all, the Dallas Mavericks, they keep their playoff hopes alive. They beat the Sacramento Kings in the play-in game last night. Anthony Davis had 27 points. Klay Thompson had 23. Miami Heat, they eliminated the Chicago Bulls out of their play-in game. The Heat will play the Atlanta Hawks for the final playoff spot in the East. And Serena Williams, she says her now famous Super Bowl dance was absolutely not shade aimed at her ex Drake. The tennis legend was adamant during the recent interview on Time that she did not do that dance with Kendrick Lamar to try to throw shade at And I know, Gary, you looking at me right now like you don't believe that.
Everything's not about him.
No, it's not. But I mean, hey, and she did what she had to do. So go, Serena.
It was dedicated to her hometown. You know, she's a native of Compton.
Yes.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? So she wanted to clear all that up yesterday, and she did.
A year later, yeah.
Gary.
February.
Oh.
Oh, there it is. This is my quick sports report. Don't even worry about it, Brat. What you got coming up next?
Man, when Marvin Sapp say, when life give you lemons, you make lemonade, that's what you do. I'm going to break it down up next in the Hot Spot on the Rickey Smiley Morning Show.
The hot spot. Drop it like it's hot. Drop it like it's hot. So hot.
And that's hot. You can catch me at the hot spot. It's the BR18.
Show is 29 minutes before the top of the hour. Brigitte Tartt, what's popping in the hot spot?
What's happening, Rock T? Good morning, everybody. I'm your girl, Brat Tat Tat, and this is the Hot Spot where we bring you music, movies, and more. So let's get off into it. Well, y'all, Marvin Sapp is not letting no negativity stop him from using his gifts. After all that backlash he got over the viral video of him collecting a $40,000 offering and asking ushers to close the doors, tomorrow, which is Good Friday, he is dropping his new single, and guess what it's called?
What?
Close the Doors.
I love it.
Check this out, y'all.
Close the doors. I said close them doors.
I love that.
You know what? He said he hoped this song will bless everybody and it will help you too. Close the door. All right, y'all, moving on. Ice Cube has left his mark at a hand and footprint ceremony at Hollywood's TCL Chinese Theater earlier this week. Now, the ceremony was in honor of him songwriting and doing his films. When asked how does he want to be remembered, he said this.
Tried to use entertainment, to tell stories, push narratives, and open up questions and open up dialogue for people to laugh at, as far as movies, music, some music will make you cry. So, in entertainment, I've been able to do it all, as an artist. And I'm very appreciative for people to just, that's been paying attention these 40 years.
That's what's up. I love Ice Cube because he constantly keep doing a lot of stuff and reinventing himself. He's 55. He was born O'Shea Jackson Sr. He formed his first rap group, CIA, in 1986. And in 87, he joined the iconic rap group, NWA. He started his film career in 91 with the role in the movie Boys in the Hood, named after a song that he wrote, of course. And since then, he starred in several movies, and he started the basketball league, the Big Three. So congratulations go out to Ice Cube. And last but not least, Casey and Jodeci has recovered from his pneumonia scare, and now he ready for the cookout, y'all. As in Charlie Wilson's cookout tour, that is. Uncle Charlie just announced the big 21-city excursion that will feature Casey Haley, Babyface, and El DeBarge. Woo, that's going to be a good one. The first show kick off on August 27th at the Hollywood Bowl, with stops in other cities like Detroit, Chicago, Houston, Dallas, St. Louis, and several others. All right, so congratulations goes out to Casey, and we so happy that he's feeling better, and he's about to get on the road, and you'll be able to see him somewhere near you. We're going to wrap up the hot spot on that note, y'all. For more information on these stories and more, you can go to RickeySmileyMorningShow.com, and you can catch me on all my social media at Brat. Coming up next, we got Special K with the news you absolutely positively cannot use. The time now is 26 minutes before the top of the hour. It's the Rickey Smiley Morning Show.
Now you know.
They know. They know.
And if you don't know, now you know.
HBCU.
What up, man? Rock T's in the building for another HBCU. We gonna always put a spotlight on our heroes and sheroes that attended or currently attend our historically black colleges and universities. Let's truck it on down to Benedict College, established in 1870, home of the Purple and Gold Tigers. Shout out to the Marching Tiger Band of Distinction, baby. Let's talk about one of y'all's former students. Oh, Mr. Leroy Walker. Played football, basketball, and ran track at Benedict College. Majoring in science and Romance languages. Was the first black American to coach a U.S. Olympic team, guiding the men's track and field team to 6 gold medals in the Montreal 1976 Olympic Games. Served as chancellor of North Carolina Central University. And oh, by the way, he's a member of Omega Psi Phi Fraternity Incorporated. He was also the first black president of the United States Olympic Committee. My brother Leroy Walker, another proud HBCU alum, of Benedict College. If you didn't know, now you know. If you want to share your HBCU story, or if you have someone you want us to spotlight, follow and DM us on Instagram at HBCU Know.
You liar! I believe him, yo. I don't know why, but I do.
All right, y'all, Rickey Smiley Morning Show. Hey, it is 10 minutes before the top of the hour, y'all. Special K got news you positively absolutely cannot use. What up, K?
Hey, what up, Ricky? So, I got my staff working hard this week, and they put together. And wait a minute, what y'all laughing at? What y'all laughing at? Anyway, so I put my staff to work this week, and they compiled an official, unofficial survey listing out the most annoying people in our everyday lives. The most annoying people in our everyday lives. Today is sponsored by Gary with the T's Summer Cheerleading and Dance Program for confused yet energetic young men. Gary's Ferries is accepting applications online starting today at garysferries.com. So if you have a confused yet energetic young man in your life, and you want him to have something to do this summer, and football and basketball ain't it? Yeah. Gary with the T, the Summer Cheerleading and Dance Program. Gary'sFerries.com.
All right. Who in your family comment?
Hey, Super Dad, give me some soft music, man. Number 10, let's go with people who call you too much. People who call you too much.
Oh, my God. That's them parents.
Calling me all
That's
the
them uncles. Them damn
uncles. We just talked 2 days ago. Why you calling me again?
Ooh,
people who every time they talk to you, it's to tell you about one of their problems. No matter whether it's a physical problem, whether it's a financial problem, whether it's a car problem, it's a problem on their job, it's a problem at their church, it's a problem with their cousin, it's a problem with their spouse. Stop calling me. Stop telling me every time I talk to you about one of your damn problems. I can't help you. People who always asking for something. These people, whether they're asking for, can you hook me up with some tickets, or whether they're asking, can you loan me some money, or whether they're asking, can you, look, every time you call me, do you ever say, hey, how you doing? How you doing?
Period.
Not I need something. How you doing? Damn.
They want what they want.
They want what they want. People who look at what you got on and always ask where you got it from. That's annoying as hell. I'm not about to tell you where I got this jacket from, because I don't want you to go out and buy it.
Don't nobody ask you.
Wait a minute, people always ask me what.
Don't nobody ask you.
Don't do that. Don't see, Ricky, don't do that. We started off so good.
Ain't nobody ever asked you where you got
at all, honey.
Yeah. Look, look,
backfire.
Damn it, don't do that. Alfredo, don't you feed it to that.
You go to Nordstrom's rack.
Don't feed it to that. And Saks off fifth. Damn right I do. I hate people who act like the food police whenever you eat something. Ooh, you eat pork? Yes, I eat pork. I'm eating this damn sausage and leave me alone. What I eat don't make you know what. So why you worried about it? People who talk to you way too long and don't realize when to stop.
Oh, my God.
Man.
How do they not realize that you have checked out of this conversation?
Hey.
And you just staring off into the abyss.
Oh, no.
Okay, they be talking to you for 3 hours. Then they'll talk about something. I ain't want nothing.
Exactly. Shut up. I'm not paying attention.
Yeah, man. That's why I be texting Gary, Mama. You ain't finna talk to me all night, Miss Hayes.
And Rick, what happened when people talking to you? When people standing there talking to you too long, what happened to you?
I get ADHD.
And you go into what mode?
My brain go to commercial break. Talking about liberty, 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 liberty.
My wife, Tamika, is the love of my life, but she's making my life unbearable. As soon as I come home, she checks my phone and smells my private part. She violates my privacy and my privacy. Tamika overreacted when she saw me trading naked pictures with another woman. But I was not cheating, I was just socializing. Showing your body is beautiful. Some people even call it art. Tamika, I am a good man that worked hard for our family. But if you keep up this nagging, you're going to lose the best thing that ever happened to you.
What? What is that?
Socializing.
He said it's art.
Hold it. Half man, half woman. It's Gary. I wanna hip you to the teeth. It's
is Gary, baby.
All right, y'all. Rick Smiley Morning Show's Ice. Gary has the tea and the Kahlua of the day. What up, Gary?
Good morning, Ricky. Good morning, America. Good morning to you. It's Thursday, a beautiful, beautiful day in the neighborhood. And here's what's happening in celebrity news, y'all. Sean Diddy Combs, baby. They say he is using and getting rich, y'all. They say he might be a multi-billionaire by the time he get out the pen, but it's being reported, y'all, that he's using, y'all, dollar packets of fish, honey, as prison currency. Now, they're saying, y'all, honey, the attention has shifted to what life is like, y'all, for the rapper in prison. Now, the icon and entrepreneur once reigned over the music industry, y'all, with Bad Boy Records. Now, they're saying he's finding himself living under a very different set of rules. They're saying, honey, what is about to happen, they're saying Combs is using, y'all, packets of fish as currency, y'all, of how much money he could spend every year, honey. They said those packets he's using $1 packet of mackerel to exchange, y'all, for items in prison. So what he's doing, I guess he's selling some packs of fish to get some of the things that he needs in prison. Can they do that, y'all?
That's how you get down. You got to barter.
Really?
Yeah, you got to barter. When I worked in the kitchen, when I was in the Fed, we used to take produce out of the kitchen and use that to pay for haircuts and stuff like that. Really? Like tomatoes and onions, bread, all that stuff.
So how many onions does it take to get a haircut?
It depends on who cutting your hair. Some barbers charge more. Some dudes you had to get 2 onions and a tomato.
So 2 onions and a tomato, you get you a nice fade.
Yeah, and like if you ain't got but 1 onion, you might not get but an edge up.
Well, I wonder how many packets of fish, honey, Diddy got to sell.
That's your currency. You got to think about that's your currency when you're in prison as commissary.
Really? And they say you can spend up to $180 every 2 weeks, so that's how much they let them spend. But they're saying a lot of people buying that fish out there in the pen, especially where he at, so that's good. So, and mackerel, is that a good fish, y'all? Ricky, don't y'all know about mackerel?
I ain't never had that.
I heard of it.
Yeah, it's new to me.
I ain't never tasted mackerel.
Yeah, well, I guess they love it.
That must be expensive.
Yeah, they must be liking it with beer there, because, honey, that's what they selling, honey. He's selling some mackerel. All right. Moving on.
What's that? Got something in your throat?
Moving on, honey. Another celebrity news, y'all. Jeff Bezos, and let me tell y'all something. I believe this story. I don't care what y'all say. Twitter is saying, y'all, that Jeff Bezos' space flight was fake. They said it was fake.
They are saying that.
They said it's fake. And Ricky, I'm kind of believing it too, because I ain't seen nothing. We ain't never seen them go up in space or nothing like that, honey. We ain't seen none of that. They're saying, y'all, that Jeff Bezos may have sent all those women crews, honey, but they say, honey, Twitter saying that both feet on the ground, y'all. They say they got a magnifying glass, y'all, glued to the T, honey. They said last week the billionaire, honey, founder aerospace company Blue Origin launched a history-making suborbital flight, y'all, that featured women, Gail King and all those other people. They said it was meant to be a powerful symbolic movement, honey, a moment with women quite literally rising above. They say, but social media said, y'all, they think the only thing that was rising might have been that production budget, not the spacecraft. Now, a viral video clip, y'all, is fueling the latest round of the internet speculating, y'all, in the footage. They're saying Bezos is seen, listen to this, y'all, using a heavy-duty wrench to open the spacecraft door post-landing. But they're saying, if you watch closely, y'all, they say you'll notice something strange. The door appears to shift open slightly before Jeff even turned the wrench. Yes, they said, honey. And they said one of the women inside quickly closes the door again, honey. And they said then Bezos does the whole wrench turning bit for the camera. So a lot of people said it's just not real. And I mean, just the gal going to space, honey, I can't believe that. I just can't believe it.
But would she lie about it? Would she lie about it?
Yeah.
No,
I don't think so.
I'm telling y'all, they say, honey, they say, why fake opening the door, y'all, if you just came from orbit? One user tweet, they say, if this was really a space flight, why are they doing community theater, honey? Then they say, one, especially both conspiracy theories, well, this is giving more Truman Show than NASA.
But they showed them floating in zero gravity.
But a camera could do anything.
Yeah.
It could do
I
anything.
think I would say they went.
Oprah not gonna lie. Oprah was there.
Oh, she was?
She saw them take off. She was on the ground. She was crying.
Well, why didn't it show us?
Yep.
Why didn't they let us see them take it off?
You could have watched it if you were on TV. If you were there.
Well,
oh my God.
And that went too quick, honey. How you go to space in a day?
Yeah, you can.
Yeah. Oh, you can?
Yeah, that thing, you know how fast that rocket be going? I'm surprised you ain't got on it the way that thing shake.
Oh, my gosh.
I wanted to, but I was going to fly off.
Yeah, I'm surprised. I'm surprised you ain't got on that, girl.
Yes, I'm jealous. But anyway, I don't know. I'm sorry. I'm with the conspiracy theories, honey. I just can't believe it, though, honey. But anyway, congratulations that they did. Some people saying that was definitely a PR stunt that happened, honey. Especially when billionaires and headlines are involved. So that's what people saying. So we just gonna pray that they win.
They put us on that. We wouldn't have made it back, Gary. We would have been stuck.
Thank you. So and why they didn't bring back no space or rocks or whatever they call it?
They just went out into the orbit.
Yes.
Well, what's the difference?
What's the difference?
The damn moon and the orbit, isn't it the same?
They didn't know. It's not. They don't have enough gas on that thing to go that far. It's farther to go to the moon.
Okay, well, what was the point then?
Once you leave the Earth's orbit, then you're considered in space.
He didn't
they
take
don't have to stay there.
Take physical science.
I know,
he
right?
didn't
Good
make
Lord.
real low science grade. Everybody know how that works.
Oh, well, hell, I don't. So they just trick y'all, but anyway, that's what y'all say, honey. Y'all just go ahead on, honey. All right, the color today, honey, and this color is real. It's a beautiful color. My color today, y'all, is crocus. On the high end, you say crocus, and on the low end, you say beautiful mauve. That's your color for today, honey.
Oh, that's a beautiful color.
Yeah, y'all keep believing that.
Beautiful color. All right, y'all, give it up for Gary with the T. The morning show, that song got me in my feelings thinking about this.
Hey man, you gotta chill. You just you're calling her too much. I mean, you gotta get some sleep.
Yeah, I know. I texted her, she ain't hit me back. She later go to my church. Name Miss Owen. She got a big ass, but she was real nice.
Oh, but I know you're upset.
She
but
just cut me off.
Because you keep calling and texting.
She told me to call her by her first name. My grandmama told me to respect people. I call her Miss Owen.
Okay. Well, that's good advice, but just
She's
chill.
saved, but she got a big ass.
Ricky.
Oh, okay. Maybe this isn't something we want to discuss. I don't want to know about that. It's none of my business.
Boy, that thing be sitting out there. I be sitting behind her at church. That's how I melt it.
Okay, no.
It that altar call, but that thing real. It ain't fake.
No. I thought this was a different conversation. So
Follow Miss Owens to the altar.
Wait a minute. No, that's why you keep calling. It's the only reason you go to the altar.
You know, I don't go up till I would have stayed in my seat. I don't go to the altar because I'm Rickey Smiley. I don't want everybody putting their phones pointed at me.
Right.
But when I saw Miss Owens walk up there with the damn sundress on, but the thing was sitting up so high.
Oh, boy. So, yeah.
I put my hymn book on it and opened it.
No, you didn't.
Hit us up at 866-9RICKEY. Call us, baby. We want to talk about men's emotion with Dr. Alduan Tartt. Up next, Rickey Smiley Morning Show. All right, y'all. Rickey Smiley Morning Show. I got the wake up call.
Let's go.
Wake up. It's time to get yourself together.
Get it together. Let's go.
Encourage each other and be productive.
Come on now.
Come on.
And just wake it up.
This is Elise from West Palm Beach, Florida. Tomorrow's my birthday, and I just wanted to say, wake up, wake up, wake up.
Yo, this is Babalo calling from the Queen City, and now I'd like to wake up my mama, Rainey Mack in Charleston, South Cackalack, my brother Ken, Chucktown, South Cackalack, my little sister Dee, and my brother Will. Wake up, wake up, wake up.
My name is Viv. I'm calling from Miramar, Florida. I want to say good morning to Tanaka, David, Deja, Devante, Devontae, Daphne, Cameron, Ryan, and Queen. Wake up, wake up, wake up.
All right. Hey, let them know then.
Charleston, wake up.
Wake up.
Wake up.
Wake up.
Said, wake up.
Let's go.
Wake up, wake up, wake up.
Come on, Montgomery.
Wake up.
Columbus.
Wake up.
In Albany.
Wake up. Wake up, wake up, wake up.
Appreciate it, Brat.
You welcome, Ricky.
Unfiltered.
Unapologetic.
It's just real talk.
Rickey Smiley Unleashed.
All right, y'all. Rickey Smiley Morning Show. The time right now is the bottom of the hour, y'all. I just want to have a conversation. I was on the internet yesterday, and I just want to say, man, we are in a new day, man. I want to celebrate dads this morning. I want to celebrate every man that's out here trying to make it happen. Because I remember back in the 80s and the 90s, man, dads just had a bad rap. And, you know, these people used to always talk about deadbeat dads this and deadbeat dads that. And you just don't hear that anymore. Because if you look on the internet, the only thing you see now is fathers stepping up to the plate. And I shouldn't even have to say stepping up to the plate. Fathers just being normal, because they are out there. And thank God for the internet, because it's really been putting men in a really, really good light. And I just want to say to all the fellas out there, I know we don't get celebrated as much as the mothers, man, but just keep doing what you're doing, because a lot of y'all out here turning out good products, man. You out there, you at Little League football. Shout out to all the Little League football coaches. I had Little League football and baseball coaches. I didn't have a dad. My dad died when I was 6 years old or whatever. And I tell you, men like Little League football coaches and different, you know, people in the church stepped up to the plate. And I had some uncles to step up to the plate and become father figures. And I just, and that's the makeup of who I am. And I just really appreciate that. And I just want to encourage all men that's out there fighting the good fight and trying to get access to your kids, man. I don't care if you have to go get an extra job. Keep fighting for your kids. And I also want to say to all the men out here or whatever, I don't understand how anybody could not be a dad. Somebody that come from your body and look just like you, and you don't have nothing to do with it. And let me give you an example. I have been on the road working, doing comedy shows, flew back into town or whatever, and I had a choice. Say, hey, I can take them to their mom. Their mom says she don't mind, or I could bring them to you. How long is it going to take you to bring them to me? They said 30 minutes. I said, well, there's just a 30-minute nap. I said, but I can nap right quick, take a good nap right quick. I can figure out some food. I can order some pizza or something, but I got to make it happen, because I miss my kids and I want to be with them. I want to lay in the room and watch Peppa Pig. I want to have a pillow fight, anything I can do or whatever, even if it's just something. And it don't cost nothing to be a dad. The park is free. The lake is free. Go to the lake. Do you know we went out there and went to the lake and picked up some damn rocks and threw the rocks in the lake, and they were so happy with that. You don't have to go and buy toys and buy this and spend money on this, that. Sliding down the slide board, playing Burger King with the little drive-through in the little dollhouse outside. All of that kind of stuff is free. And I'm talking about, man, I just want to encourage everybody to keep doing what you're doing. And men, if you are out there, step up to the plate, bruh. Because, see, one thing about it, man, you ain't going to always be in your 30s. You ain't going to always be in your 40s. You're going to be 80 someday. And somebody going to have to hand you a glass of water. It might be that very one that you turning your back on and not spending time with, going to have to hand you a glass of water or wipe your butt when you can't wipe it yourself. You know where you been, but you don't know where you going. Don't ever deny your kids, man. Step up to the plate and be a man and be a good dad. You was a man when you laid there and made that, baby. So be a man and step up to the plate. Love your child. Your child needs you. You don't want to see your child go to jail, and you don't want to see that casket being lowered into the earth. That's a horrible feeling. You understand? So I just want to encourage you, and I'm telling y'all, all the women out there that's playing these games, control freaks and narcissists that's not allowing men to have access to their daughters, the courts and judges and family courts, they're getting sick of it. I saw a video yesterday where a judge sentenced a lady 30 days in jail, and she cussed at the judge. Then he made it 60 days, and the man ended up with custody of the child. Judges are getting sick of it. They know the game. You can run the game on other folks. She's sick. She don't feel good. You 5 minutes late, so you missed your visitation. That child don't just belong to you. It ain't just yours. The child is 50% belong to the dad. And if he want to have something to do with the child, he should have the same rights and access to the child as you. You understand? So I just want to encourage mothers. You are better off. If you are a woman and the father is trying to be in the child's life and you playing that game, you ain't hurt nobody but the child. And then when they get 16 and you can't do nothing with them, you need to call. I'm going to call your daddy. Come over here and get you. Can't do nothing. I've seen it. I've seen this stuff. I just want to encourage everybody out there, men and women, always do what's in the best interest of the child. And I want to encourage, if you're a judge sitting on the bench and you've been hurt by a man or you've been hurt by a woman, please be fair in the courts. Please be fair. do the right thing. It's some men out here that's really, really trying to do the right thing and step up to the plate or whatever. We need some love and we need some encouragement, and shout out to all of the men that have stepped up to the plate and doing the right thing and being great dads. You are making a difference. And I just want to personally say that I absolutely love you and I respect you and I'm praying for you, and continue to do what you're doing. And all the mothers out there that's allowing dads to be in the kids' life or vice versa. Y'all just keep co-parenting, man. Top tier co-parenting is the child wins with top tier co-parenting. Thank y'all for letting me share that message with y'all. More Rickey Smiley Morning Show coming up. Yes, sir. Hey, let's see where your boy at, man. What's up, man? What's the day? What's the day?
I'm sad right now.
What's the day, y'all?
Man, today's Thursday.
It's Thursday, man.
I know, sir.
What did you text me Sunday and said how you was going to do this week?
I said I was going to come to work this week because I just said I was going to do better. But I'm just dealing with a lot of scratch and strife right now. A lot of scratch and strife in my life right now. Alfredo.
Yeah.
I'm dealing with a lot of things right now. Rick don't feel bad for me. Because all I want is to go. I'm asking real humble right now. Mm-hmm. Can I please come stay with somebody on the morning show?
Hell no.
You can stay with Gary.
I just need to come. Okay. Yeah, anybody
Gary, can you stay with you, Gary?
Gary need a roommate.
I have restrictions.
Anybody on the morning show except for Gary.
You don't want to stay with no damn body then. Hey, if I was going to give you a place to stay, you're going to tell you, anybody but Gary will stay in the streets.
Say it like you mean it, Gary. You said you want to do what?
Hell, if you want to talk about you need some damn well to stay and you're going to sit and talk about nobody but Gary, stay your ass in the streets then. How about that?
Y'all just being mean.
No, ain't nobody being mean. They was trying to give you a place I would have gave you. At least you could have stayed in the damn den.
Okay, I don't want to talk to nobody but Alfreda because she's the only one being nice right now. All the rest of y'all being mean and don't even care what I'm doing.
Man, you don't do right, man. You ain't finna be going inside people's house all through the night, in and out of the night. Next thing you know, you got whatever you into. They got
at my grandmama's house. Saw that me and my uncle got to fight last night.
Oh no!
Yo, Alfreda and my grandmama got mad at her because we were fighting and woke her up.
Oh.
And she made her bathe together. She made
y'all take a bath together.
Yeah, she gonna make her take a bath together. Talking about y'all gonna get along, and they're gonna make her take a bath together.
Like y'all kids. How old is your uncle?
41.
How old are you?
31.
So who was Bert? Who was Bert and who was Ernie?
We couldn't even put no bubbles in the water, nothing.
Oh, no, man.
That's
just a raw bath.
I've been just straight up nigga raw water.
Yeah, y'all just a raw bath, no bubbles, no nothing, just clear see-through water. You really tell with your uncle. Did that make you uncomfortable?
Yeah, man, I'm comfortable.
I know it did.
Yeah,
I know it did.
Well, Black Tony, I have a sauna. I mean, we could have bubbles in here.
Oh. I don't want to sit in your bubbles, Gary. I'm trying to sit in some. Alfreda, you got an extra room at your house.
Oh. Actually, we don't. I'm sorry. If we did, I would certainly we did not.
Married.
I'm sorry.
Let you stay there.
Nobody gonna name Black Tony neither.
I didn't need an extra room.
Yeah, we don't have an extra room. I'm so sorry. I wish I could help.
On bed, I got me a blow-up bed I can bring with me.
Oh. There's just so many of us. I wish I could help. I got a big family.
Like Tony, if you stay with Gary, he sleeps in a thong and a hoodie.
That's true. That's true.
Yeah, you could get acclimated to that.
Get acclimated to both of these.
Hey, Black Tony, you know Gary snoring. Gary snoring.
I'm trying to tell y'all, don't worry about what people say about you. They're going to try to belittle you. They're going to try to cellularize your name. They're going to try to sabotage you. They're going to just try to do anything they're trying to do to destroy you. Gary,
you need to get your auntie off the phone.
I know, baby. This girl always wanted to talk, honey. I'm like, wait a minute, Sarah, honey. Just calm down, baby.
Hold it. He's half man, half woman. It's Gary. I want to hip you to the T. It's
It's Gary, baby.
All right, Rickey Smiley Morning Show, 5 minutes after the hour, y'all. Gary has the tea and the color of the day, Gary.
Good morning, Ricky. Good morning to you. It's Thursday, a beautiful day in the neighborhood, and here's what's happening in celebrity news, y'all. 3 glorious years ago, y'all, just 3 years, honey, Tyrese, y'all, was ordered to pay his beautiful ex-wife nearly $11,000 a month, y'all, in child support, honey, to his second ex-wife, Miss Samantha Gibson. When y'all in a new motion, Samantha claimed, y'all, that Tyrese has only paid the full amount 3 times and is actively, y'all, fighting, honey, to lower his support obligation. Now, according to In Touch, they're saying that Tyrese ex-wife Miss Samantha Gibson, y'all, plead y'all with a Georgia judge to throw out his lawsuit seeking to lower his child support payment due to his income dropping drastically, y'all. Now, they said Samantha filed a motion to dismiss, obtained by In Touch on February 14th. She explained, y'all, that Tyrese 46 was ordered to pay her $10,609 a month in child support for their beautiful 5-year-old daughter named Soraya. Now, Samantha was awarded primary custody, y'all, in 2023. Now, in her filing, she opposed, y'all, Tyrese's petition filed in state court to reduce, y'all, the $10,609 a month he pays in child support. She said Tyrese appealed, y'all, the child support order in a separate petition with the Georgia Supreme Court, where he makes an argument, y'all, that the monthly child support that was awarded was not permitted pursuant to their terms of their premarital contract, y'all. In addition, Samantha said Tyrese, y'all, being ordered to pay that $10,609 a month in child support started back in September 22, and she said he has only paid the full monthly amount 3 measly times. He just paid 3 times. Oh, I feel bad for Samantha. Now, they say Samantha said that Tyrese had been held in willful contempt 3 separate times by the Fulton County Court, including, y'all, incarceration order. Now, she claimed, y'all, that Tyrese currently owes her, listen to this, y'all, he only owes her $107,850 in back support, along, y'all, with his $4,105 in interest, for a total amount owed, y'all, of $111,955, y'all, as of February the 14th. Now, they said the judge has yet to rule $100,000, Ricky, is not much for Tyrese to pay that woman, my
Yes,
God.
it is. You don't know what he got.
You
don't know what he got?
Well, we know what he had.
Well, what you had is not what you got.
Yeah,
Okay.
but I mean, it's called the pawn shop. Go to
No,
the pawn.
nobody's been pawn them flat screen TVs.
Well, honey, you got
that
that
Let
child.
him come over there and watch Peppa Pig on them flat screen TVs. Let him take care of the child. If she can't take care of the child, let the baby come stay with him.
She could take care of the child if he
I
would pay
bet
the child
Tyrese
support.
take that baby and let that baby stay with him and wouldn't even ask her for a dime.
But Ricky, I mean, but the judge said to pay it. Don't y'all listen to what the judge say? So if the judge say pay it, he needs to just go ahead and pay it. I mean, that child probably suffering, honey. She probably don't have all the things
pay
she
what
needs.
you let him pay what he owe because it is a court order. We have to respect court orders. However, let the child go stay with Tyrese, and Tyrese, I'm sure he'll be like, I'll take the child, and I don't need child support.
Yeah,
I'm sure.
Yeah, but I just feel bad, honey. I mean, come on, honey. It's child $11,000 a month is not much, honey, for a child. My goodness.
$11,000 a month.
That's a lot of money.
Yeah.
That's
Is
a lot
not
of money.
a lot.
1% of people in America make that.
Yeah, well, I mean, but if you're rich and you had the child and y'all decide to have this child together, you need to go ahead on and do what the judge ordered and stuff.
But what are the child needs? Do the child needs supersede? Is that the right word?
Yeah, well, yeah, we're gonna make it.
That will pay for a nanny, a night nanny, a day nurse, a chef.
Well, that's probably what the child
The most
had.
expensive private school, $11,000 a month.
Yeah,
that's a lot.
That's a
It'll
lot.
pay for what, Alfreda?
That's a lot. You can have a night nanny, a day nurse, a chef, all that.
But that child probably was used to all that when she was living at home with her dad.
It don't matter.
Yeah. Well, you got to keep that child coming to the life that they used to.
I
honey.
gave my girl some peanut butter and jelly sandwich, and then we got bologna in the refrigerator. I just need them to know you
Ain't nobody eating no bologna. Come on,
Thank
guys.
you, Brad.
What's wrong with bologna? Sandwich with some damn
No.
mustard and ketchup.
No.
A bologna sandwich,
No,
and then the
honey.
way that baby bubble up in the middle.
No,
then
sir.
I give them the
It's
little
bad for
thing
you.
Yeah.
and let them get the little meat off the little plastic thing.
Them kids go to damn school and they see they daddy on TV and on the radio and they eating a bologna sandwich.
That
No,
damn
sir.
thing between their teeth and tell them to pull it and let that meat come off that little thing. Let them talk. Y'all better shut up talking to me, boy. Ain't nothing wrong with some damn Oscar Mayer bologna.
Oh my
Better stop.
We all
They
ate
had it yesterday. Had a fried bologna sandwich. They ain't never said this. Said, why is it bubbling up in the middle? So yeah, just in case anything happens, we used to bologna and peanut butter jelly sandwich. We still eat it.
Yeah.
And the
Oh, I'll
chicken
eat
pot
peanut
pie.
butter and jelly.
Totino's party pizza. Them damn little pieces.
Jesus.
Put them little pieces with them little square pepperoni chunks
I hope
in
you're
the
not,
little oven. You ain't never had pizza on a saltine cracker. That's Totino's.
On a cracker?
Come on, dog. Come on.
Totino's party pizza, man.
No.
With
That
a
is
Sprite.
yummy.
Well, I hope
Wash
you're
it down
not
with a Sprite or
making
Pepsi, man. Y'all better stop playing on the radio.
I hope
Don't
you're not
do
making
that.
them supper with all them pie pies you used to eat all the time.
Damn
Lord
right, them damn
Jesus.
stove pie pies smell up the whole house. Come on now.
Oh, my God. I feel so
Yeah,
bad
we
for
eat everything in except for them green peas. What the hell they put them in there for?
Well, anyway, let's continue to pray, y'all, for Samantha and the baby Soraya. Tyrese, do the right thing. I know you're listening. Just go ahead and give her the money and let her raise the
He gonna
child
cuss
right.
you out when he see you.
I know. All right, moving on. In other celebrity news, y'all, 2 weeks ago, they said retired NBA player Scottie Pippen's ex-wife, Miss Lawson, was romantically linked, y'all, to retired basketball player Jeff Kobe, 31. Well, they said it is official. Lawson Pippen, y'all, had confirmed her new romance with Jeff Kobe, y'all, following the tumultuous aftermath of her relationship with ex-Marcus Jordan, y'all. And he's a basketball player as well, and he also is a basketball player. She loved him basketball. This is, I'm going to even cut this out. Yeah, but I'm sick of this. Why all these, what's wrong with African-American men? Now, if that she would have been a black woman, they wouldn't touch her. Now, she'd have been with all these doggone men, black men and everything, and they grabbing her like she just fell out of the damn cloud. I mean, it's ridiculous.
I mean, they touched the black woman, too. Look at, what's her name? Elvis got that baby by little baby mama. Little baby
Yeah,
mama.
but look what she going through with him. Hell, he don't.
Well,
he want to.
She done got $1 million.
But I don't know if she got it or not. Was supposed to be getting it and stuff. But look at all he got to put the stress she got to go through here. And honey, Lawson, all she got to do is show up, honey, with her new blown up lips and everything. And then and Leroy and them grabbing him like she just came out of a cloud.
Leroy like they just came off a slave ship.
Well, we acting like. So, but then I said, this is just ridiculous, honey. I'm like, Lord, now they say he stands at a whopping 6'8", honey, and they say he was wrapping his arms all around her and carrying on with her stuff, and she had on her little, she just got through, honey, playing tennis or whatever.
I said the other day, man, they grow up watching them chicks, man. They grow up, they be fans when they be in high school. They be wanting them. And then when they get to the NBA, they got access to all of them be sitting on the sideline.
Yeah, but what happened to the girl that you went to high school with, honey?
They don't look like them. They don't look like the ones that got them floor seats. It's a different. All you got to do is go to a basketball game and look at the stand. Look at the chicks on the floor seat and look at the chicks in the balcony.
The color today, y'all, is Crocus. On the high end, you say Crocus, and on the low end, you say Mob, y'all. Now, for more information, y'all, on these stories, honey, just follow the Rickey Smiley Morning Show, and you can follow me at GaryWDTEA.com. The hell with these tramps.
Ooh, the chicks in the balcony got them bundles on and them Nike jogging suits.
Oh, Jesus.
But all them chicks on the floor look like some chick off of MTV or something. You got the shoes. You ain't got to look far. You know what I'm saying? You taking the ball out and she's sitting behind you looking fine. You think you ain't finna get that number? You ain't finna get that number. And the chicks in the balcony, they got to shoot the T-shirts that they giving away up to the balcony. No.
That's advocating that. No, sir.
Message.
Yeah, I guess it is.
All right, y'all, give it up for Gary with the T.
What?
Did you see that post?
People are talking.
Here's what's trending on the Rickey Smiley Morning Show.
All right, y'all, Rickey Smiley Morning Show, 27 minutes after the hour, y'all. Growing up, many boys were not encouraged to express all of their emotions. Things like crying or even smiling could be looked at as a sign of weakness.
Yeah, Ricky, rapper David Banner recently spoke on how he didn't smile from the age of 10 until he was 21 years old. And that was because what his father once told him. Here's what he said.
So, I'm 10 years old. I walk in the house. I'm playful. My dad said, come here. He said, what the f*** you smiling for?
Dang.
I said, huh? He said, I pay all the bills. And I ain't happy. What the f*** you happy for?
Damn.
And I don't think I smiled again until I was 21.
Oh my God, that hits so hard.
Yeah. Oh my God, that just hurt my
heart. Oh my
heart.
gosh, hearing terms like don't cry, don't smile, or suck it up, stuff like that can lead to a sense of isolation and less support from family and friends. And this could lead to some unhealthy coping mechanisms, stress, chronic tension, health issues, and problems in relationships.
So this morning we got faith-based psychologist Dr. Alduan Tartt to talk about men's mental health and masculinity in today's society. Dr. Tartt, good morning. Happy to have you.
Good morning.
All right, man, let's jump right into it. How important is it for black men to be able to freely express all of their emotions?
It's essential. I mean, listen to that clip, broke my heart, because basically what his father did was damage David Banner's ability to succeed in any relationship. All right, what happened was, like, he basically said, self-erase your ability to be happy. Self-erase your ability to have a full expression of emotions and just be stoic and keep all of your emotions inside. The damage. So, like, you know, and David would tell you that damages his ability to ever have a successful romantic relationship, to be a great father, to be a great friend. If I can't show happiness, if I can't show joy, and the psychological term is self-erasure. If I have to erase how I feel just to appease a dad who's clearly depressed, right? Just to survive, he just basically said, if I'm unhappy, if I'm depressed, you must be depressed. Do you know how traumatic that is on a child? And so when we tell our boys to not show emotion, right, we're telling them not to be human. That's not healthy masculinity. That's trauma.
Yeah. So how important is it for black men to have a safe space, especially in today's world?
Well, you can't succeed in relationships if you don't know how to express your emotions. Women listening to this, and my brothers listening to this right now, are connecting with this. They're failing in relationships because you can't succeed in relationships without emotion. A relationship is all about how you feel, understanding how I feel, and then us having a relationship based on how I feel plus how you feel, and then what are we going to do to have the best relationship that always keeps in balance my feelings plus your feelings so that we can have an even relationship.
Yeah, you don't want to cry in front of your woman because she went the times. I heard somebody say when they get mad at you, they throw it up in your face.
You know
what I'm saying, Brat?
Yeah. No, I'm gonna disagree. That's if you have a toxic relationship. But if you're sad because you lost your mom, or you lost your job, or you don't feel well, or you're anxious, why wouldn't you cry or at least express emotion, the sad emotion or anxiety, to your wife, to your girlfriend, to your sister? See, when you're able to have that emotional vulnerability, that it's safe, you're able to actually have better mental health. Because then you don't go to work snapping on people. You don't keep your emotions inside and have to drink and have to smoke and have to get outside relationships. You're able to express your emotions in a healthy way. No, you don't. No, you don't.
Baby, right? Dr. Tartt, I'm telling you, I still got to drink and smoke a little bit. It always takes the edge off. And not saying that therapy is not great and talking, because the release is always good to me. I agree with you, whether it's working out or crying, whatever you have to do. And we don't want to cry a lot because, when people see you cry, like the first time I cried around like people, it was like, oh man, they not going to respect me, or they going to think my raps ain't real when I talk about, being tough and trying to be hard and shooting people. Back in the day, that's how I thought. Of course, I'm way different now. But I wanted to ask you, the word therapy, when people hear the word therapy, people think that they have to be absolutely crazy. It comes off as taboo, but it can actually be like a healing journey for some people. Now, for most people, actually, I can definitely speak for myself. With that being said, why do you think men resist therapy or emotional vulnerability?
All right, let's talk about it because it's Resurrection Week. All right, just this week in the Bible, right? Jesus rode into town, and it said Jesus wept. All right. So if we're looking at healthy masculinity, are we looking at gangsters? Are we looking at what we've been conditioned to see as masculinity, not crying, being violent, smoking, drinking, hiding your feelings, and then you end up hurting other people? All right. Are we looking at a godly model that says when you're sad, even Jesus wept? All right. And then the other piece is, selling this and marketing this to men is different. The Bible says plans fail due to lack of counsel, but with many advisors, they succeed. So I don't ever say therapy, I say counseling, because powerful men have counselors. A king has a whole council. A president has a whole cabinet. A pastor has a whole board of trustees. A CEO has a board of directors. So black men listening to this right now, you deserve wise counsel because you're going to be responsible for your decisions. And you need as much counsel as possible to be able to make the best decisions. You need legal counsel. You need fitness counsel. You need psychological counseling. You need financial counseling. You need professional counseling. If you have all of that wise counsel, because you're able to be open and vulnerable, those people are going to advise you so that you can be a strong king for yourself and your family. Black men, all men, deserve wise counsel if you're going to make decisions and be successful. It is a necessity, not a weakness.
Well, Dr. Tartt didn't. I'm sorry.
Hold on.
All right.
Make sure you ask it on the other side. We're going to take that question on the other side, and we're going to go to calls. Hit us up at 866-9-RICKY, 866-9-RICKEY. Hit us up if you want to talk to Dr. Alduan Tartt. More Rickey Smiley Morning Show coming up. All right, y'all, Rickey Smiley Morning Show. 14 before the top of the hour, y'all. Today we're talking about men, mental health, and masculinity with faith-based psychologist Dr. Alduan Tartt. So let's talk about masculinity this morning. How has the definition of health masculinity changed, and what does that look like?
What we want to gear for is emotional versatility. So it's not like be hard or be sad. Men are much more complicated than that. We want to have the right emotion for the right situation. So when your daughter is upset because she didn't make the dance team, you want to be able to connect with her empathy. But if someone's teasing you and saying that you're sorry, you don't want to cry. That's a time to be stoic, because then people will take advantage of that. So what we want to teach our boys and what we want to learn as men is how to be emotionally versatile, to use the right emotions at the right time so that we can succeed based on every situation.
Okay, let's go to the phones. Get out of this 866. Oh, Brat, you had a question. What were you saying before we went to commercial, Brat? I'm sorry.
You know what? It's okay. I'm good.
Are you sure?
Yeah, I'm good. I was just gonna say, I know Dr. Tartt don't condone drinking or smoking, but I feel like Jesus turned the water to wine so they can get a little sip sometime. Because you didn't say in the Bible that it don't tell you that they could have been stressed out. The disciples and Jesus had a lot going on, and Jesus had a lot on his plate trying to heal people and save people and stuff, and not saying that it's a horrible or a sinful thing, but I just, wanted to say I do have a little Hennessy every now and then, and I just don't, and I know God still love me because he know my heart. So that's all.
Yeah.
Look at Jesus.
Yeah, God loves you, and there's no judgment when it comes to drinking and smoking, but it does take years off of our life. New data shows that smoking and drinking takes 8 to 10 years off of our life. Right? And so if you start looking at the studies, here's what we know. Gen Z knows this. If you look at the studies, every liquor company will tell you that younger kids are not drinking like we used to drink. They're not. They're looking at the studies and they're saying, man, I'm seeing what happened to my dad, my mom, I'm seeing it in the hospital, and I don't want to use that as a coping mechanism. And liquor companies, advertise that, hey, take a load off, relax, de-stress, it's okay. But the studies are showing that drinking and smoking, Gen Z, especially with drinking, they're not doing it at the levels that we used to do it.
Yeah, no.
They know it's harmful.
Not to overindulge. Exactly. I absolutely agree with you on that.
They was advertising so hard in the 70s. We would go to the zoo and see real camels smoking cigarettes.
Sir. Now, sir.
Yeah, no.
No.
I know.
I got to stand on this one and disagree a little bit, because I do need my. Yes, sir.
Y'all didn't know went to the zoo and see camels smoking real camels.
See how he brought it back? See how he brought it right back?
See how he brought it back?
Look, let's go to the phones.
Please.
866-9 Rickey.
Oh God.
It's not good, and that's not a judgmental. Ask your primary care physician. What we used to think about it, hey, a little bit, but if we start talking about,
hold on, we gotta go to the phone.
Let's talk about why men cry.
Hold on. 866-9 Rickey. Good morning. You on with Dr. Tartt?
I wanted to know if, as long as you have other strong men around you that raise you, would that be considered great counseling?
Yes, because what we see is what will be. And think about healthy masculinity. If we can see a man who can be versatile, like President Obama, we think of him as masculine, but he's also able to make his marriage work. He's able to be a great father. He's also able to be a great leader. He's able to also be compassionate to a young child. He's also able to be strong enough to stand up to other countries. He's a great example. LeBron James is another one that seems to be able to be a leader on the court, still be able to relate with younger rookies to empower them, still be strong enough to beat the other opponents, make his marriage work, be great to all three of his kids. You see what I'm saying? Worship God. Like, these are the examples when we look at them, men whose skill set changes based on what's needed. Does that make sense?
Kind of like me.
You
on with Dr. Tartt. Good morning.
I didn't mean to laugh that hard. No,
my question is, what do you do if you were a child, grew up with a parent that was on drugs and she didn't tell you as much as she was supposed to tell you, that she didn't love you, and you grew up, even though you taught your boys, I have sons, I taught my sons it's okay to cry, but, you know, myself and in general, I only can cry when I think of my favorite gospel song or in church, but any other time it's hard for me to cry. Is that a good thing, or do I need counseling?
Yeah. I mean, one of the things that we know is the most damaging to a boy is having an unavailable or a harsh mom. Because where do you learn empathy? See, empathy is something you feel. It's not something that's rational. I feel loved, right? I feel love when you hug me. Like, if Brat hugs me for like 10 seconds and I'm going through something, it's going to be hard for me not to break down because I need to be held. I need to be consoled. You don't know what's going on, you know, in my mind and heart. That's not rational. That's just something that I feel. And anyone who's raised children or been in relationships, sometimes you don't need to say a word. You just need to hold someone and say, I got you, or I'm here for you. I can comfort you. That means a lot. So, yes, I would advise gentlemen just called in to get counseling, because what he has to do is undo, very similar to David Banner, the self-erasure, that you don't even have access to a mom to even have empathy. He deserves that, because what happens is, if you're not going to meet my emotional needs, well, let me go ahead and put that away. I think that's what Brat was alluding to, right? So in how she grew up, especially being an entertainer, I don't have time to be emotionally vulnerable. That's not safe, all right? But when I go home and I have people who are down for Brat, you know, down for David Banner, of course I can be vulnerable. So I have to be vulnerable with the people who are loving and supportive, and I have to be hard and stoic and distant from the people who are trying to hurt me. That's where we want to be versatile. So if we can't open up to the people who are closest to us, especially like his sons, yes, we need to get counseling to undo the damage of an unavailable or harsh mom or dad.
Yeah, I don't cry that much, but, man, I don't know why I get emotional when people join the church, man. When I start seeing chicks walking up there giving their life to Christ and the back of their hair be mashed down.
No, sir. Nope. Maybe we have more callers.
They be singing, "Come unto Jesus while you have time." Come, and all of them, they be lying up there, all of them have mashed down. You already know. You looking at it, you see them walking, you be like, man, why they have mashed down in the back? Dr. Tartt, let everybody know how you can be reached.
Follow me on Instagram at Dr. Tartt, at DRTART. I'm depressed. Listen to that song. You make my heart beat slower, boy. Oh, my goodness. All right.
Pick it out.
That praise and worship, that praise and worship. You don't even want to preach after that. You just want to take a nap. But my Instagram
they be up there getting prayed. They be
Tartt.
Pastor Haynes be having all them little pastors down there right in front of the altar. Then they be getting prayed for. You be like, why the back I am smacked down like that?
Is that what you're thinking about?
This is the Rickey Smiley Morning Show.
All right, y'all, Rickey Smiley Morning Show. Hey, it is about that time, man. Jeff Johnson got 3 things you need to know. Jeff, good morning, man. Happy to have you, bro.
Man, I'm glad to be with you, brother. I am just getting off the red eye on my way back to Baltimore, but I wanted to call in and still be with you. And you know what? Today, I just want to talk about, I think, some just an inspiring piece that I got. I was looking at this new movie coming out with Ryan Coogler and Michael B. Jordan, Sinners. And I was thinking about the fact that They first worked together in 2013 doing Fruitvale Station. And they've done Fruitvale Station, they've done Black Panther, they've done 3 Creeds, and now they're doing this. And just remember what Michael B. Jordan looked like in Fruitvale Station. That was Ryan Coogler's first movie. And in an industry where often people are only loyal to their own opportunity, you got 2 brothers that decided to connect and partner and be brilliant in what they do together and grow together and create together and win together. And if that is not the damn model that we need right now, I'm listening to so many people all the time talking about how they want to reach up and they want to work with this big person and create a relationship with this huge person and connect with this person who's the leader of an industry, instead of reaching out to the people that are right in front of them that are also committed to being the best at what they want to do, whether it's business, whether it's helping kids, whether it's teaching, whether it's finance, whether it's art, and create together, to build together, to win together, to grow together. And so as we look at just these 2 brothers as an example of now over a decade of what's possible when you reach out instead of reach up and work with somebody who wants the same thing you do, the same way you do, and work together to create something, man, we've got the ability to do that right now when times are scary, or we're not sure what the future is going to be. God has sent into your life the person that you need to create what you want. And the question is, will we open our eyes? Will we reduce our egos? Will we open our hearts? And will we give everything we have to work with the people that are right in front of us, instead of forcing to do something with people who ain't thinking about us and haven't been sent to us? And so I love this morning show so much, and I just want to celebrate everybody out there wanting to do something new. And I'm encouraging you to open your eyes and look around to the people that are right in your midst who you have not thought about, who are actually the ones that God sent into your life to do something with right now. So I appreciate y'all on this Thursday. Love you.
We appreciate you, Jeff.
Hit me on IG and tell me who you trying to work with, what you trying to do, and tell some stories about how you have partnered with somebody to do something that you wouldn't have been able to do by yourself. Hit me at Jeff Nation on IG. I'd love to hear your story, share your story, and celebrate you.
There it is. Hey, Jeff, man, thank you, man. Jeff, let everybody know how you could be reached.
I just did that.
Now see, Now see, that's not what we're talking about.
He just said it, dog.
I was trying to be nice.
See?
Jeff.
You checked out, dog. You checked out, dog.
No, I ain't checked out. I was listening, but he said so fast, he put it right into what he's saying till you miss it.
Get him, Jeff. I said it 3 times.
Get him,
You just don't be listening to me, man. You don't be listening.
Wait
Jeff,
till
I
next
love
week
you.
when you say
Jeff.
none.
I love you, brother. I love you.
Don't sound like
Don't.
it.
I just said that.
It's early, man. Jeff.
He said, I just said that.
Jeff.
Ricky be looking at his phone. He ain't paying
No,
no
I
attention
don't.
to
I
me.
be listening to you, man. It's early.
Tell people how they can reach you.
At Jeff Nation. Damn right. Jeff Nation.
See, he was listening.
Oh, man. Yeah. Come on now.
Salary.
Rickey Smiley Morning Show coming up.
News headlines.
Entertainment. Sports. It's the front page on the Rickey Smiley Morning Show.
All right, Rickey Smiley Morning Show, 25 minutes after the hour. Y'all got your front page right here. Alfreda's, good morning.
Good morning, Ricky. It's Thursday, April 17th. Here's what's going on in the news. Speaker Mike Johnson says the U.S. can save a lot of money if, quote, young, able-bodied men get off Medicaid.
If you clean that up and shore it up, you save a lot of money and you return the dignity of work to young men who need to be out working instead of playing video games all day. We have a lot of fraud, waste, and abuse in Medicaid.
Speaking of, Elon Musk, who calls Medicaid a fraud, has a full gaming setup in his White House office and even bragged about playing 14 hours of Diablo in one day. Musk also pocketed $38 billion in government contracts while rage quitting live streams and allegedly making his kids level him up in games. It's game on between President Trump and New York Attorney General Letitia James. Remember when she said this?
My message is simple. No matter how powerful you are, no matter how much money you think you may have, no one is above the law.
Tell you what, Trump has not forgotten it. See, James won a fraud case against Trump for inflating his real estate values, and he might just be on get back because now she's facing accusations of mortgage fraud. Federal officials have referred James to the Justice Department, accusing her of falsifying records to score special treatment on home loans. Buckle up, Buttercup. Your summer flight plans might hit some turbulence. United Airlines just announced it's trimming domestic flights starting this summer. They're blaming a dip in U.S. travel demand, even though they pulled in nearly $400 million just last quarter. Meanwhile, Frontier Airlines is also tapping the brakes because of uncertain demand and shaky March numbers. They're joining Delta, who's also scaling back. For information on these stories.
Wait a minute, hold up.
What's
They're
that?
not merging, are they?
No, they're not merging.
Oh.
They're just cutting back
Boy,
on
don't
flights.
play with me like that.
No.
Oh, God.
For information on these stories and more, visit RickySmileyMorningShow.com.
God, you ain't finna
No, sir.
Burger King with Paris.
Wait. Here's a look at sports.
Rock T, the sports genius, is in the building.
What it is, pimpins and pimpettes, man. This is when the NBA starts actually getting good because the team start playing defense a little bit better and it gets a little bit more high tech. Believe it or not, though, man, the Dallas Mavericks keep their playoff hopes alive. A lot of people thought they didn't even have a chance to get into the playoffs after the Luka trade. So they beat the Sacramento Kings last night in the play-in game. Anthony Davis had 27 points. Klay Thompson had 23. In the meantime, Miami Heat eliminated the Chicago Bulls in their play-in game. So now the Heat will play the Atlanta Hawks for the final playoff spot in the East. Serena Williams says her now famous Super Bowl dance was absolutely not shade aimed at her ex Drake. You know, because they said she performed and did her little old crip walk dance with Kendrick Lamar, and that was shade at Drake. And she says, nah, that ain't.
She represent L.A.
She represent Compton. That's our hometown right there. So she cleaned that up. Definitely cleaned that up. She also said that if she was, when she was 20 years, if she would have had a 20-year ban if she was caught and suspended like Janik Sinner was. He was suspended for three months. He's a tennis player and got caught doing drugs and he got suspended for 3 months. She said if that would have happened to her, she would have been banned for 20 years.
Oh, sure.
It's true.
You think that's true?
Absolutely. It's always a double standard.
Yeah.
That's unfortunate, though, man. You're
Female and
going to
she's
slap
black.
somebody on the wrist for 3 months. She right, though, man. She probably would have been banned for life.
Absolutely.
Look how they did. They still mad at Michael Vick. Look, AOL reporter, not AOL, AL.com. Chris Brown is doing a show in Birmingham, and they promote all the other people like Garth Brooks that had concerts that have controversy. But what they put in the paper was controversial singer comes to Birmingham. You know what I'm saying? That was years ago when he went through that. You know, but they don't do that to the other folks. You know, that's performing or whatever, and it has been an uproar about it.
That's crazy.
So yeah, she getting some backlash.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
That's my sports report, man. Follow me on social media at Rock T Holla. Brat got the hot spot right now.
Hot spot.
Drop it like it's hot. Drop it like it's hot.
So hot and that's hot. You can catch me at the hot spot. It's the BR18.
All right, John, wake up.
There you go. We here.
Yeah, good morning. Wake up, Brat.
Yeah, I'm woke. My goodness, I'm woke.
It's time for the hot spot with the one and only, ladies and gentlemen.
Oh
The Brat, what you
oh
got,
my
Brat?
God. Good morning, Ricky. Good morning, everybody. I'm your girl, Brat Tat, and this is the hot spot where we bring you music, movies, and more. So let's get off into it. Well, y'all, Wale has J. Cole to thank for once helping him overcome a bad case of writer's block. Ricky, do you ever get writer's block when you writing your jokes?
Yeah, I get writer's block when I'm busy. But when I just have some days off and I don't have nothing to do, I walk around the house thinking of stupid stuff. That's when I start putting it in my notes and coming up with stuff, you know, just having time off. But yeah, when you're busy, you can't write.
You can't. And
your
it'll come
brain
at the
don't have
craziest
space.
times.
Yeah, your brain don't have space to breathe. If you're doing something all the time, how you gonna think of a rap, a rhyme, a song, or you can't? You got to create. When LeBron take a shot, he take a step back to create space.
Yep.
Let that thing marinate on you.
Period.
That's true.
Yeah.
Because the most I get inspired when I'm on the toilet.
Yep.
Oh,
Right.
Okay. Well,
Where I'm in the room with the door closed, and it's just, you just be sitting in there, you just by yourself, and I get ideas. Or if I'm just in the mirror somewhere by myself where I can get away. It don't have to be on an island or nowhere special. It just need to be me by myself. And that's when all the stuff start coming to you. You just got to let some of that stuff go in your brain. Sometimes it's hard. A lot of times it's hard because all our responsibilities and stuff take over, and all the stuff that we have to do, work, all of that stuff.
Yeah.
But anyway, Wale revealed that J. Cole was responsible for assisting him in ending his creative struggles. He said, "Music friends, how do y'all cure writer's block? Over the years, I've had different methods. Curious to what y'all do. I talked to Cole about a rack of times, and one time he tried to teach me how to meditate. He said it worked a little. We made My Boy, that's a song, right after referencing their 2018 collaboration. So I guess, meditation, if you can sit still somewhere like we said and try to take your mind off of all of when life be lifing. If you could just take your mind off of that, I think that's when your best work happens. I remember when I worked on my second album, I think JD kept trying to get me in the studio, and I kept missing it. I kept having so many things to do. So he made me go to Nashville, and we wrote that whole album in Nashville. Well, I ain't know nothing about nothing. I couldn't focus on nothing else, and that's how we completed that album. And it did
I was trying
very
to,
well for me.
Be creative, and I got a letter from the Homeowners Association.
What?
Right.
Yeah, because I was doing butt naked yoga by the mailbox.
Oh, please no. No dogward downs out there.
Oh my God.
No.
So
Nobody wants
It's a visual none of us need it.
Oh my goodness. Well, you know what, y'all, speaking of singing and songwriting.
The cars had to go around and say, that'll speed bump.
No.
Brat.
What?
Brat. The cars had to go around, you heard me? Leave it at that.
You stupid. Oh, my God. Well, y'all, speaking of singing and songwriting, songwriter Eric Bellinger is getting candid about the difference between writers and artists. He's saying that writers actually do make more money in the long run than the artists. Check out what he had to say.
So the writers can just get paid longer forever because they write it, they own the publishing. If you're an artist and you go do a show, guess what? Oh, wow, you just did a show, you got $20,000. But if you're a writer, guess what? 20 years later, I can still get $20,000 a month. The artist stopped performing, but the song is still performing.
Yep, that's absolutely true. That's why it's important to write your own material, because them royalty checks do come in and you do get paid. All right, y'all, we're going to wrap up the hot spot on that note. For more information on these stories and more, you can go to RickySmileyMorningShow.com, and you can catch me on all my social media at Brat. And oh yeah, make sure y'all tune in to Savor the City on TV1 tonight at 8/7 Central. Then y'all got to tune in tomorrow for your chance to win $500 in the hot spot. Coming up next, we got the White Stone with the Praise Mix. Down. The time now is 26 minutes before the top of the hour. It's the Rickey Smiley Morning Show.